everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. My name is Alex. I'm outside Stamford Bridge after a 1-1 draw against Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. It's so typical, isn't it, Tony? As soon as we start recording, it starts raining. But I think there are positives. It's not a complete drowsy day. But it is 2 points drop.
Yeah, it is 2 points drop. It's frustrating, to be totally honest with you. I wouldn't want to be a Nottingham Forest supporter and watch that all fucking season. And let's be honest, people talk about Arsenal being the masters of the dark arts. I think Nottingham Forest ain't fucking far behind, if not the fucking daddies. Now to their goalkeeper, who, by the way, made incredible saves. He saved them big time. Then again, so did Robert Sanchez. It was a really strange game, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? But we have to take the positives from it, yeah. We have to look at the fact that, it's a game against a side that's got a mean defence for a reason. They've been picking up points. Look, they won away at Anfield. They're not great, are they? But they're very effective in what they do. And it was up to us to kind of break them down. I thought the first half we were far too slow, very methodical, not our usual passing machine. A couple of players were a little bit off, to be fair. They were man-marking Cole Palmer throughout the game. So, do you know what I mean? He wasn't getting the opportunity to do his thing. And we were really unlucky. It was just really, really frustrating. Just run out of minutes in the end. I thought we was going to do it, to be honest. But as it goes, they could have nicked it. And that's the fucking... this is when you fucking can't stand football, isn't it? When you watch games like that and you think, well, we definitely, we've done enough to win the game, but we didn't win the game because we didn't take our chances. We didn't play quick enough in the first half. And, it is what it is. It's, but, we're still fourth in the league. Still fourth in the league. And
still got more points out of this game than Liverpool did.
Absolutely. And, it's you could argue that we got a point out of a very tricky kind of game. We always knew it was going to be tricky, let's be honest. Yeah. We always knew it was going to be tricky.
What was your prediction going into this one?
2-1. I thought we'd win 2-1, and I weren't far away, to be fair. I just felt maybe he should have made the subs a little bit earlier than what he did. And I thought once we got the goal, Medwecki, I thought then we'd go on to complete. But of course, they were the masters of the dark arts, weren't they? Every minute, every corner, one of them would go to take it, then another one would come up, then he would replace that other one. Every throw in, he'd go to take it, drop the ball, another one would come and take it. And their goalkeeper, he got booked in the last, 2-3 minutes of that game. He should have been booked way before that. I mean, it's blatant. It's blatant. I don't call that. That's not football. Do you know what I mean? It's not what you pay your fucking money for. That said, I don't want to sound like I'm salty, which I'm sure I'm coming across that way. Fair play to Nottingham Forest. They come here for a point. They got a point. Yeah. But we were very unlucky not to get all three. So we have to take it and say the positives.
Absolutely. Madueke, a lot of people, there was a division. Do you start him? Do you start Neto, who was in good form in the cup games? It turns out. He got his goal today, so that was the right decision. But what did you make of his performance? And also, just going down the centre of the park as well with Fernandes. What did you make of his game?
I thought Fernandes was a bit poor today, to be fair. And as far as Medwecki's concerned, the first half was all about Medwecki. In fact, all three chances we had in that first half was Medwecki. You could argue he was perhaps a little bit selfish on a couple of those occasions where he shot wide of the post and obviously he had a chance to cross it. But I think Nicholas Jackson, who was quiet today, they really had Jackson today, yeah. There was one opportunity in the second half where he dragged away and he pushed on, and that was really, really quality. But listen, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Let's not get too fucking carried away. Let's not get too, we don't need all the drama. We've just got a point against a side that's come to get a point, and we were unlucky. The only thing, I guess, that frustrates me is I really wanted to carry on going with the momentum, do you know what I mean, just before the international break. And obviously 3 points today would have probably cemented the top four. I think we're top four anyway, I think. It's Spurs.
United drew with Aston Villa.
Right. So Villa and Man United drew, so that's great. And Spurs can't go above us, or neither can Brighton, can they? So we will be top four going into the international break. It's important, those little psychological things, you know what I mean? But listen, do you know what? It's just such a frustrating game, weren't it? Everything about today was frustrating, do you not think?
Do you mean just based on what Forest were doing, or we were doing as well?
And us as well. I thought the first half we were far too slow. We weren't doing our usual. The way we've been killing teams this season is by moving the ball quicker. And we weren't doing that, like, you know.
Why do you think that is? The way we set up? Or?
I don't know, it's all about attitude, isn't it? It's all about, I'm sure Enzo Maresca didn't tell them to start that way. I'm pretty sure he would have said, look, come on, let's move it on. I mean, we started the second half a lot quicker, but it was all stop-start, wasn't it? Stop-start and a shit referee. And honestly, I mean, when you think about this game of football, yeah? I mean, vast shit anyway. And on the very first day it come out, I said it'll ruin football. I did tell you that. But going on referees, yeah? You've got the best league in the world, supposedly, yeah? The most money, let's put it like, in the world in terms of football, in terms of league. And we employ referees on a pittance. They are on a pittance. You know, I mean, what are they getting? $5 a game, $4 a game? Shit, isn't it?
What, as in they should be paid less or more?
They've got other jobs, haven't they? They've got other jobs. I mean, they should be full-time all the time. Do you know what I mean? And they should be paid a lot more money. And the whole, I don't know, they need to go to every single club and learn how, the dark arts, yeah, and where they're being fooled. And, you know, sometimes you have to wonder. And I just think the referee today was poor, really poor. And, Forest, listen, they come here to do a job. They wasted so much fucking time. And they got it. They got, 30 minutes extra time at the end, and we still couldn't do it. But
we had a couple of great chances, and I was okay with
Robert Sanchez. Fucking made two good saves.
Yeah, you're right.
And they could have nicked it, and that would have been a travesty. Can you imagine us sitting here now?
Well, at least that just
in the game, that would have been a joke. You know what I mean?
Well, at least that justifies Maresca picking Sanchez in the first place because of the mistakes. Because we know even if he's not so great with his feet at times,
right,
he can save a goal, and that's ultimately what you want from a goalkeeper.
And I think the very fact that we're disappointed or we're upset or we're frustrated shows us how far we have come. So we have to take the plauses, we have to take the positives out of everything in life, as we know. What you think about comes about, but you can't help feeling frustrated because that was another opportunity for us to push on. But you can understand why they got a result at Liverpool, because the way they play, and they're very physical, big old lumps, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? They marshal our players all over the, and they're very deep as well. Do you know what I mean? But there you go. It is what it is, mate. It's.
Yeah, you can, but you just got to wait for everyone else. Okay?
It's a point. It's not. We haven't lost the game, have we? You know what I mean? We're sat here with a point. We've got an extra point. Do you know what I mean? So you have to look at the positives, as I say.
100%. I mean, I looked at this game and I think that the Colwell substitution for Tossin made sense if you wanted to put Tossin in the box.
100%.
I liked the fact that we brought.
That header? Right, about who was that? Was that Joe Felix? Yeah. Wow, what? How did you miss that?
That really, I mean, it's clear cut. If Nkunku's got that same header, I think he buries it. And even if he doesn't, he challenges the keeper. The fact that he wasn't even on target, that was frustrating.
No, that's what I'm saying. There was little things like that was a bit poor, and that's what I'm saying. But, we have to, as I say, we have to take the positives from it. I don't want to sit here and neg out. I don't want to sit here and go, here we go and all that sort of stuff and throw a load of drama towards us, yeah. We come out there today, we played a team, as I say, that were, resolute and strong at the back, not allowed, very physical, very deep, very low block, a lot of shape, a lot of energy, and they were doing all the stuff to run that clock down, and they did it very, very well. So fair play to them. They go back to the City Ground, Nottingham, and get with a point. And we've gained an extra point, so and we're fourth, so it's not too sad.
No, that's true. Enzo Maresca was giving it to the crowd. He was really livening up, and actually it was a great response from Stamford Bridge. Reminded me of Tuchel in Porto. I don't know if you remember when he was giving it to the crowd. Yeah. I feel like even though we didn't win this game, the nice thing and the refreshing thing is the frustration is not all our own. It is more so at the referee and Nottingham Forest themselves, and that tells me that we are getting somewhere because
psychologically we're in the right place right now. It is really important how we all think. Don't want to go over old ground, but like I said before, the law of attraction, and I'm a great massive advocate of LOA. It's all about how you think, and we used to turn up at Stamford Bridge expecting to win, and we used to transform that energy onto the players. The last 2 years we haven't done that, but sorry, it's cold here, isn't it?
That's all right. It is fucking freezing, to be fair, guys, so respect to anyone doing a fan cam today. We're out in the cold. and just to finish off, Tony, we've got two players out for Liverpool, Fofana and Cucurella. I think they're out with too many yellows or something like that.
Right? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
but that's
I got a
like-
notification after the game. Do you still feel confident going into that game?
Yeah, I do feel confident. I just think, you know, that they're not going to sit with fucking a low block, are they, Liverpool? They're going to come out and play football. And guess what? So will we. I think we're unlucky today, really unlucky. We played that game another 9 times. If we played that game 10 times, we win that 8, you know? So, you know, you have to take, as I say, take the plaudits. We played okay, but not as good as we could, yeah? So, it's still a point, you know. We haven't lost the game, and you know, and fuck the haters. We have to keep the faith.
I love it, Tony. Thank you so much, mate. Pleasure.
Yeah, all the best.